Hello everyone. I am going to cover some basic concepts of basic electronics. I'll be covering topics under Module 2. It's all about FET and SCR. FET stands for Field Effect Transistor and SCR stands for Silicon Controlled Rectifier. Content of this presentation is about JFET, its schematic symbols of N channel and P channel. Next, JFET drawing characteristics and parameters. So, in the previous class we are already done discussion about JFET drawing characteristics and parameters. It's a continuation part. Now I'll be concentrating on schematic representation, a schematic symbol of N channel and P channel. So this figure depicts that it's an N channel. So there are three different terminals: drain, gate and source. And if we observe the arrow mark at the gate, it is towards the gate. Next, about a P channel, it's having the same schematic symbol to represent as N channel, but the only difference is at the gate the arrow mark is away from the gate. So that means the gate current is away from the gate terminal in case of P channel, and in case of N channel the gate current is towards the gate. JFET schematic symbols for both N channel and P channel JFET shown in the figure. Okay, as from the figure 4. Notice that arrow on the gate points, the arrow is in for N channel and it is out for P channel. Now I am going to talk about drawing characteristic curve. Coming to the figure A, when we observe that voltage between the gate and source is 0, that is VGG is equal to 0 voltage. Still we are giving a voltage from the VDD between the drain and source. So when we are giving a voltage, positive voltage from VDD to the N channel JFET, it becomes reverse biased condition, and that we have came across. Now we can say the device that we have selected is N channel, because the arrow mark is heading towards the gate. Now moving towards the figure B, we have plotted the graph VDS versus ID. VDS is along the positive axis and ID is along the positive y-axis.
So for initial value of VDS, positive value of VDS, ID is also going to increase. And we can observe that increment till the certain voltage of VDS. Since it is going to satisfy the Ohm's law, what Ohm's law says that when the voltage is increases, current also should increases. That is V is equal to IR. So from the point A to B, since it satisfies the Ohm's law, it falls under ohmic region. So we can observe this ohmic region up to certain value of VDS. So after ohmic region or after certain value of VDS, the current will become saturated. Why the current is become saturated is, in a reverse biased condition, the PN junction or the depletion width of a PN junction or a depletion width of a PN region will become saturated. So the drain current will also become saturated. At what value of VDS the drain current has become saturated, that VDS we say the pinch of voltage. So VDS is equal to VP at the pinch of condition. So after pinch of voltage, the current has become saturated up to the certain value of VDS. And that region we say that active region. With the condition VGS is equal to 0 voltage. And that current is become saturated up to the some or the certain voltage of VDS. So that active region we can observe from the point between B and C. After the point C or at the point C, we can observe some VDS. When we keep on increasing the VDS from the VDD, the N-channel JFET is become reverse biased condition at the PN junction. After certain value of VDS increase, the depletion region will be breakdown. Since the depletion region is breakdown, the current across the device is abruptly change. There is a sudden increment or sudden change in the drain current. Since the device or the PN junction depletion region has become breakdown, and what is the current that we absorb across the drain is under breakdown. It leads to device damage. So we preferably operate this JFET under ohmic region and active region. Will not go beyond the active region, that is a breakdown region.
Drain characteristic curve. Consider the case when the gate to source voltage is 0. This is produced by shorting the gate to the source as observed from the figure 5a, where both are grounded. So the meaning is, if we observe the figure A from previous slide, we are not giving any voltage from VGG, thus VGS is equal to 0. So that is the condition for drain characteristic curve, and the source is grounded. Okay, we have given source to the ground. As VDD is increased from 0 voltage, ID will increase proportionally. That we can observe from the figure B, that is a drain characteristic curve between the point C and B. In this area, the channel resistance is essentially constant because the depletion region is not large enough to have significant effect. This is called the ohmic region because VDS and ID are related by Ohm's law. At point B in figure 5B, the curve levels off, that is saturated, and enters the active region where ID becomes essentially constant as VDS increases from point B to point C. So as we have done the discussion on the figure 5b, from the point B to point C, saturation current that we can observe, drain to source current will be saturated, that is IDSS. That is because of when we are given positive voltage to the device between the drain and source, it affects the PN junction as a reverse biased condition. So in reverse biased condition, depletion region will be increased up to the certain level, then it becomes saturated. Since depletion region is saturated, drain current will also saturate. Next, the reverse bias voltage from gate to drain produces a depletion region large enough to offset the increase in VDS, thus keeping ID relatively constant. In a reverse biased condition, depletion region is large enough to offset the increase in VDS, means so it is become the width of the depletion region is become saturated from the point B to C and it enters the active region. Next, I'll be discuss about pinch off voltage that we represent by Vp. We are already came across pinch off voltage. What is pinch off voltage? The definition for pinch off voltage is the value of VDS at which ID becomes essentially constant, that is at the point B on the curve from the figure 5B, is the pinch off voltage when the condition is VGS is equal to 0. From the point A to B ohmic region and from the point B onwards, when the current has become saturated, at which voltage of VDS the current has become saturated, drain current has become saturated, that is IDSS. So that particular VDS as pinch off voltage. Basically, pinch off voltage is VDS. For a given JFET, Vp has a fixed value. As we can see, a continued increase in VDS above the pinch off voltage produces an almost constant drain current. This value of drain current is IDSS. IDSS means drain to source saturated. The current what we observe is IDSS. And IDSS is the maximum drain current that a specific JFET can produce regardless of the external circuit, and it is always specified for the condition VGS is equal to 0. The point is here, the IDSS is become saturated and it is the maximum current with the condition VGS is equal to 0. So VGS is equal to 0 means there is no VGG. VGG is 0 voltage. Next, about pinch off condition in JFET. If we observe the figure that we have considered n channel JFET, and since there is no VGG, there is no VGS, so it satisfies the drain characteristic curve. So another side, we are giving voltage, positive voltage from DC voltage source VDD, and this VDD is variable voltage source, so we can increase the voltage from 0 to any positive value. So here there is a condition at the right side, VGS is equal to 0 and VDS is greater than 0. So when VDS is greater than 0, so it may be 5 plus 5 volts plus 6 volts plus 7 volts, so on. So when we have given positive voltage to the N channel of JFET, we know that it makes the PN junction reverse biased. So when PN junction is reverse biased, the depletion region will be increased. Now let assume the condition pinch off condition that is showing in arrow mark. Okay, pinch off condition. The arrow is heading towards the depletion width. Now if we observe the depletion width at the top level, so both the depletion region touches each other. So when both the depletion region is touches each other, there is no channel. There is no channel for movement of electrons from source to destination. So it makes the ID is equal to 0. Okay, which makes the ID is equal to 0. With this condition, drain current is 0. That's one. When ID has become 0, it removes the relative potential difference across the depletion region. When it removes the depletion region, potential difference at the depletion region, there is no depletion width. So practically it is not possible. So ID will not become 0. Okay. Next, we'll move on to breakdown region. After we observe drain characteristic curve, we came to know that it's having 3 regions: ohmic region, active region, and breakdown region. Now I'll be talking about breakdown region. As shown in the graph in figure 5b, breakdown occurs at point C when ID begins to increase very rapidly with any further increase in VDS. Breakdown can result in irreversible damage to the device. So JFETs are always operated below breakdown and within the active region, where drain current is saturated, that is a constant current that we can observe from the graph between the point B and C. The meaning is, so when initially VDS is 0 and keep on increasing up to certain value of VDS, current is also increases. So when voltage increases and current increases, since it is going to satisfy the Ohm's law, the reason falls here is a ohmic reason. So after point B, still further if we increase the drain to source voltage, the drain current will be saturated, that is IDSS. IDSS will be constant. So this IDSS will be constant till certain value of VDS. Okay, still if we increase the VDS, the current will be constant. So still if we keep on increase the VDS, after certain value of VDS, the device will break down. The reason, when we increase the VDS by VDD, so it makes the PN junction more reverse biased. So when the condition, the reverse biased is more, the depletion region or a width also going to increase. So it is keep on increasing till certain value of VDS and the depletion region will be breakdown. When the depletion region will be breakdown, the abrupt change in the current ID, the drain current. So it causes the device to be damaged. So that we should suggest JFET should work below the breakdown region, that is between the ohmic region and active region we can operate. JFET produces the drain characteristic curve to the point of breakdown kept VGS is equal to 0 voltage is illustrated in the following figure. Here, so this pictorial representation says that uh, we have considered n-channel JFET. So because the arrow mark is heading towards the gate, I can say this device is n-channel JFET and VGS is 0 because there is no VGG, and still we are giving VDD. Positive DC voltage source is connected to the drain. Source is connected to the ground and gate is also connected to the ground. Coming to the condition, VDS is equal to 0 and ID is equal to 0. Okay, so observe the figure. We have connected two measuring instruments. One is voltmeter, another one is ammeter. Voltmeter is connected between the drain and source to measure VDS, and ammeter is connected across the drain to measure the drain current. So one more resistance is connected, that is RD, to limit the drain current. Okay, so again coming to the condition, when VDS is equal to 0, ID is equal to 0. So we know that when there is no voltage, there is no current. Okay, so that we can observe from the measuring instruments. So observe the voltmeter, it shows 0, and observe the current meter or ammeter, it shows 0 amps. Next, from the second pictorial representation says that observe the voltmeter, we have increased voltage VDS from 0 voltage to certain voltage. So when VDS increases, ID is also increases. Okay, so some values are given by voltmeter and ammeter, and that we can observe from the red line reading from both the meters, voltmeter and ammeter. Okay, here coming to the point, ID is equal to 0 increases proportionally with VDS in the ohmic region. So here in the picture record representation says that when VDS is increases, ID is also increases, since it is going to satisfy ohmic Ohm's law. Okay, so this condition is for ohmic region. So now we completed ohmic region. Moving on to active region. So in the active region, what we are discussed, current ID will be saturated, IDSS, and it's a maximum current. Okay. Further increase in the VDS, there is no change in the drain current. So that we can observe here. Now observe the voltmeter. So it shows some VDS, and observe the ammeter reading. The drain current is maximum. Okay, it shows some current. When VDS is equal to VP, here VDS, it reaches the VP, pinch of voltage. So in the pinch of voltage, we know that the drain current is maximum and it is saturated. The drain current is equals to IDSS. Next, same active region only. Now further increase in the VDS, there is no change in the drain current. That we can again observe from voltmeter reading and ammeter reading. Okay, and compare the voltmeter reading and ammeter reading with the first figure. Now observe VDS from the voltmeter from the second figure and first figure. So here in the second figure, VDS is more as compared to VDS values showing in first figure. There is a difference in VDS. Okay, but coming to the drain current, okay, observe the ammeter. Ammeter reading is same. Okay, what is the drain current is shown by ammeter in the figure A. That is same current is okay shown by ammeter, that is in figure B. The thing is, what we need to understand, when we increase the VDS, okay, there is no change in the drain current. It is saturated.